Ladies and gentlemen, it is 6 p.m. SLT, and you are here at Hellcats Arena. And what does that mean? Well, we are here at HAWX's Indulgence. And I will be your host for the evening and commentator, the voice of Detroit, Natas Grimmore. Now, folks, we've got an action-packed card for you tonight. As you see right now, I'm flying solo, so y'all are going to have to bear with me now. Can't you? You guys can do that, right? Right? See? Kind of figured. Anyway, so basically, really no introductions, but let's go ahead and get word from the back. But I think we're just going to go ahead and go straight on to match one. Maybe. Anytime. Yep. There we go. We're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. From Vancouver, BC, Canada, standing at 5'7", weighing 125 pounds, is Erie Lauren. And her opponent from Pendle Hill, UK, standing at 5'8", weighing 140 pounds, it's Katie Skits Carter. All right, as the bell rings, this will be an interesting matchup. And apparently Erie's pointing at somebody. Oh, looks like the fans are behind Erie on this one. As right now, these ladies are locking up. As Katie puts Erie in a side headlock, I'm wrenching down on it. Definitely going to make Erie, well, never mind, because she turns it around into a hammerlock. She applies that pressure. If anybody has been arrested before, they know that feeling. But Erie with a snapmare takedown, breaking out of that hammerlock. But Katie's getting up with a roll, like trying to say, I'm not gonna, whatever you got planned, it's not gonna happen. Erie's asking Katie, was like, you're not done yet, are you? Ooh, and a nice discus punch there by Erie, just laying out Katie. And believe me, folks, when I say that Katie doesn't have a glass jaw, but that momentum that Erie put, she came back off the ropes, just kind of laid out Katie, but didn't deter very long as Katie comes back up with a leg sweep. And following it up by an elbow drop. As Katie runs to the rope, she does a springboard leg drop there onto Erie. Right now, Katie's going for a pin. One. And only a 1 count. And mind you, folks, our official for the evening is the lovely Justine Time. Oh, and Katie with that low roundhouse, and again, just attacking Erie's legs. Oh my God! And Katie once again going to the offensive with that punch, but Erie coming back with some on her own. But Katie, on the other hand, is not having back. She comes back with one. And they're just trading blows, folks, left and right. And an elbow strike knocking Erie against the ropes. Oh, it's kind of funny, folks, because the elbows, honestly, if you were to pretend to throw a punch and hit with your elbow, you're hitting it with more force than you would with a straight punch. So you can imagine how that would rock. And as Erie's up against the ropes, Katie comes up with some knee strikes. Honestly, it's better than the turnbuckle. I'll tell you that. There's less give there. But Katie coming back off the ropes and does a monkey flip, throwing Erie look like halfway across the ring. And right now, Katie goes for a pin and only does a roll up there and only does one. Definitely catching Katie off guard. And I'm sorry, folks, if So I get them kind of confused. And right now, Katie just stomping Erie into the mat, I think. Optical illusion, folks. And it looked like Erie was thrown into the ropes with an Irish whip as Katie drop kicks her and gets the elevation. Just kicks her in the face. Sorry, folks, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties. All right. Right now, with Katie doing a nice fist drop there on Erie. Looked like right on her head. Well, apparently Erie was able to shake the cobwebs out as she shoves right now her away. But, oh my God, did you see that? Erie did the splits as Katie came for a punch, and it opened it up. Opened Katie up for a series of... She kind of reminded me of Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat. And she whips her to the corner and goes for a high knee. As Erie right now is taking it to Katie in the corner, Justine's telling him out of the corner as she starts to count. And Erie with a monkey flip, definitely throwing Katie across the ring. But it looks like that flurry just took some out, but she does a smart move by making a pin. 1, 2. As Katie kicks out at 2. And that was a smart move by Erie, because once you're winded, you need to get your wind back somehow. And a pin makes your opponent use more energy to kick out. Wow, as Erie does that leg extension attack, just DDTing that leg to the ground. Oh, as Erie drags Katie to the center of the ring and applies the sharpshooter, as Justine's in a good position right now to see if she wants to tap. And there's that niceness that Erie is so known for. She actually asked please. As Katie makes it to the ropes. And she had a long way to go, but she made it. So Erie had no choice but to let go of the hold. Right now we have Katie slowly making it back up to her feet. As Erie comes charging in at her. And an arm drag, which takes both of them out of the ring. But Katie landed on her feet and slides back into the ring. Where Erie just caught full force and landed on her back there in the whole thing. Ref counts, but she's getting up. Erie got up, was kind of resting for a minute on the ropes. She decides to get back in. And it looks like it's a high-low lockup. Erie going low while Katie taking high. As basically Katie's telling her bad plan. With a nice gut buster there by Katie. Just don't know how that came into plan. But according to Katie, that was definitely a bad plan, and by the looks of it, it is. As Katie does a hop moonsault, basically using that second rope to jump to the top rope, and using that to springboard off into a moonsault. That shows the athletic skill that Katie actually has. As Katie doing multiple picked up and kicking her in the knee, or kneeing her in the gut, excuse me. she gets an abdominal stretch, which is now utilizing that gut buster to her advantage, and the Aries saying that's smart, and basically she just stretching that abdominal area. I mean, that's the thing about it is when it comes down to that abdominal stretch, the muscles that you use are just being stretched out. Wow, she goes for that wrist lock, but sets it up and does a jaw tester. Once again, I can tell you folks right now, obviously Erie doesn't have a glass jaw. Not after everything that she went through at bitch school, but, that was then, this is now, as it seems like Katie's going for a pin. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. I know Katie's getting frustrated for sure. And some words to the wise there from her sister there, Kaylee. Because as soon as she loses focus, that's it. It'll be all over. But a nice DDT by Erie. I don't know if she got that focus back or not, but it was enough of a chance for Erie to get that massive DDT out. And she applies the camel clutch, sitting back, just pulling back on her chin and her neck, just wrenching back. As right now, Justine is once again in perfect position. As you see the strength of Katie, as she tries to drop, but at that point she ends up, Erie ends up rolling her up, and only gets a 2 count for the effort. But that was a show of skill, athleticism, you name it. And right now we have Erie up on the ropes, trying to catch her breath, shake the cobwebs loose. But Katie's up to her feet too, so Erie needs to turn around. Good night. I'll tell you this, Katie's as tough as they come. And is Katie actually growling? As she does that leg choke from the top rope. I knew Erie had to catch her breath and everything, try to get the cobweb shaken loose, but I think that was a mistake, turning her back there on Katie, as Katie grabs her by the hair and is pretty much dragging her to the back of the ring, or back to the middle of the ring. Right now we've got Erie there back on the offensive. Oh, and she Irish whips Katie into the ropes and comes back off the ropes at a sunset flip. 1, 2, and only a 2 count for Erie. What does Erie need to do to keep Katie down? Oh, as Erie threw her in there, she ends up doing the half-pipe bulldog springboard. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. It is. And the winner of this match is Katie Skits Carter. It's always good to see good sportsmanship between women. I mean, even Erie said that, I mean, they were congratulating each other, saying that, Erie saying that she owes Katie a beer for the tough for the match. So it's always good to see that there is sportsmanship today. Or in wrestling today. I'm sorry. Getting ready to kick myself in the rear. So I mean that's just kind of the way it is. And that's the way Erie always is. And Katie as well. I mean, they always have the sportsmanship. Oh, okay. I guess Christina Krovac has got something to say. Mind you, folks, she is #1 contender for the HAWX championship. But there's also the issue of Siba, which gave her first and only loss because she holds a tiara. So we will see how this actually runs out. Ain't got to be so rude about it. Is that right, Justine? Now listen up. I'm here to make a name for myself in this company, and I don't give a bloop who I have to break and who I have to put out. Michelle, move, please. Ooh, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Let me give a quick recap to all the people. Yes, I know I failed. To all the people who are new. On my return to HAWX at Summer Days, I surprised everybody by coming out of the crowd and demolishing Nanny Gottlieb. Oh, where is she now? Exactly. And wasn't there a person last week under the name of Honey Blunts? I think I remember her. Ah, yes. The bitch I broke in half when I plunged her straight on the edge of the stage with my no hope. Now I have this other issue. Someone who does not have the right to call herself a champion. Miss Misty. That pathetic excuse for a champion is nothing but a wannabe Christina. Really? So she's calling. No. I don't see how that works, but here comes Miss Misty. And here she is. Miss Misty goes, really? Keep your mouth shut, fake tits. How don't you know they're fake? Apparently, Christina found that kind of funny. A wannabe Christina. Really? Considering Honey was already injured when you basically did WMD style beatdown to her, I'd say you're more of a wannabe Misty. So you say, Christina replies. Then again, I didn't decide to listen to those idiots after thinking being with WMD is wrong. What happened to you? You lost your edge. No, Misty replies. I saw the light. Oh, dear God. Apparently, Christina doesn't believe her. What I'd done since March was wrong. And you? You? Sorry. Me? You are part of that awakening. You got the title match all right, which I'm going to win, Christina replies, confidently. But I promise you this, Christina. I will put my boots so far up your ass, I'll be walking like Sarah Palin. Ooh. All right, Misty. You could think you can be up there in the ranks with the best. Veterans like myself? Really? Why don't you just come out here and maybe learn a thing or two from my matches? From what you have and your in-ring skills, I'm sure you can gain a lot more by watching my matches. You mean how to be an uptight bitch? Ooh. Ladies. Okay, I accept your invite. But always a but. I invite you to do the same. Because I promise you this, Miss Ego Trip.
It's a trap.
You will know why. I have been. And always will remain their HAWX champion. We'll see about that, replies Christina doubtfully. Just sit back and relax. And learn something. Oh, and that uptight bitch with actual skills. Now, off you go to the seat outside. Wow. Alrighty then. Well, making her way to the ring from Indianapolis, Indiana, standing at 5'8", weighing 165 pounds, is Michelle Snyder, who's already in the ring from New York, New York, standing at 5'11", weighing 125 pounds, is Christina Krovac. Oh, and Michelle is being followed out by Legata Loca, our Hellcats champion. We're a talkative bunch, aren't we, tonight? Would you mind parking your putt a minute, Christina? Of course she comes up, mic in hand. Now, a lot of you know who I am throughout my performance and through the years. But for those of you who I am not, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Michelle Snyder. And came to HAWX to back up Legata Loca from countless attacks of WMD. Oh, gotta. I agree with Bear. Leave the kitty alone. I sat here month after month watching them, including that Kendra chemistry. And with her falsified Legata Loca Humane Society. What a load of crap. That's why I spoke to James Dean Emerald and was hired 2 weeks before Bitch School and applied a wedge into WMD. Ask Kendra how her head was when I dumped her on her head. You shush, Christina. I'm not done yet. The facts are simple. Look at what happened. First, Misty was kicked out, and now I plan on driving that wedge even further, ending WMD once and for all. Or for once and for all. You watch and see. Well, apparently, like I said, she has her own agenda. Now, I'm not too sure. Christina is cocky, but with a reason. Whereas Michelle is confident for a reason. I mean, everything she said was true. But
Really?
we'll have to actually see whether cockiness will prevail or confidence. Hey, Justine, you ready to get in the ring yet? Ah. Alright, as the bell finally rings. As they lock up. Oh, Lord. Alright. I don't even know what to really say that one, but as right now though, Michelle is taking control by the wrist lock, or at least so she thinks, as Christina does a backflip escape into one of her own, but then Michelle turns her around into a hammerlock. As she does a hammerlock strike, throwing Christina into the corner. She comes charging in, but misses. It's trying for that splash, but ends up bouncing her head off the turnbuckle as Christina does a schoolboy roll up. One. Only a 1 count. And it looked like Michelle came running at her, does a charging at her like a bull, just knocking Christina off her feet. As right now, Michelle is on the offensive right now, just punching away at Christina, got her up against the ropes. And a nice hip toss there by Michelle. As Michelle goes for a pin, and I think we all seen through that. The whole Legata Humane Foundation. And a 2 count by Michelle. Christina definitely kicking out. And the things I've seen from Christina as of late, she needs to actually, Michelle needs to actually step up her game some. But as Christina gets out of that with a European uppercut. As she gets her up for a vertical suplex, but Christina ends up countering it, turning it into a DDT. And one more DDT on Michelle by Christina. Isn't that what you've been telling Kendra for a while there, Misty? As right now, Christina dragged her out to the ropes, just pretty much dropping Michelle, stomping her face into the into the mat, and it looked like she was just pulling her out. Oh, she pulled her out of the ring. As the rev starts the 20 count, and for those of you that are new to HAWX, yes, outside of the ring, countouts are 20 here. And up against a barricade, Michelle with them quarter gut punches. So I had $10. Oh, anyway, and it looked like Christina did a basement like takedown. And it looked like doing some damage there on Michelle. Oh, she's dragging her by her hair to the ring. As Legata is telling Michelle to beat the meanie pooty head. Anyway, as Michelle was sitting up there against the apron, Christina came running, and Michelle hits her with a drop toe, bouncing her head off the apron. As we had Michelle throw Christina into the ring. Oh, she comes up for the attack. Michelle catching her with left, some punches, and a nice haymaker punch, just dropping Christina. Catching her right there under the jaw. And Christina is in for, seems to be in a world of hurt as Michelle goes for a pin. 1, 2. And only a 2 count. You can tell Michelle's getting kind of frustrated because Christina won't stay down. She comes charging at her but gets caught by that European uppercut. And wait a minute. Miss A. Ray is coming out to the ring. She's still trying to figure out what Miss A. Ray is doing out here. Christina is look at that. Gotta say she's got a weapon. And wait a minute, Miss A. Ray comes up with a big boot, knocking her for a loop. Christina's calling for it, and she hits a dead end and goes for the pin. This should be it. 1, 2, and 3. Christina won with the help of Miss A. Ray. Now I know she's still part of WMD. Misty chased her off, but what does that really mean? Now, if you remember, folks, last week, Christina did whisper something into Kendra's ear. I don't know what it was about, but I think it's starting to come clear as Christina Krovac is your winner, and the ref didn't even see it. So it leads me to question, has Miss Misty been replaced by Christina in WMD? Or is it just that she made a deal with Kendra? I guess we'll just have to wait and find out on the weeks to come. Well, this is definitely an interesting thing. Just telling Gotti to calm down. Apparently, Misty doesn't have any qualms with them. As Misty is telling Gotti to get Michelle into the back. Well, folks, that was definitely an interesting match, but we got to pay bills, so I get to do this all alone. Torlacore Custom Bikes. You want to know what these bikes do? More appropriate question would be, what don't they do? 98 poses, singles and couples, including sex poses in in most of our bikes. Very low lag. Radio for talking to your friends on other bikes. Major combat system embedded into the bike. So if you shoot it, it will blow up. Passengers on and off. Color texture change via menu. Size change via menu. You can control the gear ratio, turn on and off the lights, automatic updates, anti-theft system, ability to drive mouse look, flight, manual or automatic gearbox, MP3 CD player, GDR mode fuel, poofer, burnouts, and so much more. Be sure to check them out at the HAWX shop and take a test drive for yourself after the show. You won't find a better bike in SL. The remote operator. All right, folks. Before I move on, I also want to know that there is a one-of-a-kind custom bike from Torlacore, and it should be set up. Be here Sunday for that. I think that's what it was. So definitely be here Sunday. And definitely have a raffle. We're having a raffle for one of these bikes, custom built. So. There you go. So, as we move on. Remote operator camera hut. For every show that has been able to capture for posterity, there's at least 10 or more shows that go undocumented and vanish into obscurity of fading memory, never to be seen again. This is a tragedy, but not altogether surprising. Filming in Second Life requires both a computer capable of such filming and having time to stay for the entire length of shows. Both of these factors are rarely exhibited in one individual, and thus supply for Second Life filmographers has been severely limited. But now we have the power to change that. Please click on the RCOH sign behind me here for more info. Or to donate, click on the donation thing here, or at the SLCW headquarters. Any donations will help greatly. Absolute Animations. Want to add some fresh new moves to your matches? Tired of doing all the same things everybody else does? Then call on the best to create the best. The absolute best animations in Second Life are waiting for you. Contact Yuri M. Yashiro, resident, for info and pricing on custom moves. And visit the vendor located at the shop. Also, be sure to visit their main store located in Coastal Breezes. Click on their ad board for a landmark. Avina's Weaponry. Avina's Weaponry, located in Careers, is your one-stop shop for swords and all your medieval needs. No, how about this? Avina's Hardcore Weaponry. Yes, hardcore weaponry. Now, do I have your attention? Now, are you going to come visit? Because yes, Avina's weapons have changed. We now feature hardcore weapons. Want to bust your opponent open? I have a board with nails. Want to punch that big mouth in the face with a chain? I have a fist with a chain wrapped around it. Want to beat the crap out of somebody? I have something for that. Got an idea for a weapon you don't see? Ask me. And ask me. I'll make you something to make sure your opponent knows damn well you mean business. Avena's hardcore weaponry, more hardcore than Sabu in our dreams. Stop and see us in careers. 4 items live now, more to come, and all only 100 lin each. Yes, only 100 lin each. Looking for trade for option or for advertising. Raging Grace Photography. We do pictures from singles to couples, family pics, kid pics, adult pics, those sexy hot under the collar photos, themed, even pics for family. Our pictures have reasonable prices, even packages, standard rate 20 lin per pic. Want to know more? Contact Rosalind Grace Rage or Piper730 resident. TyrusDenova.blogspot.com. The blog by Tyrus Serevi. If you want to find out all about your favorite wrestlers, check out the blog by Tyrus with over 40 wrestlers already interviewed and more coming soon. I am Tyrus Serevi for more information. Team Wildfire. Ladies and gentlemen, are you looking to up your arsenal in blazing hot videos? Team Wildfire can make that happen with 100% custom videos as well as the fire package. Catch our classes on www.youtube.com/Lyra Team Wildfire. Contact Lyra Phoenix or Captain Falcon. Team Wildfire, it's time to burn. DWRT, please join us on Fridays at 2:30 p.m. SLT for Digital Championship Roundtable featuring all the news that is news around SL Wrestling. Their studios are open. I'm not sure where anymore, but it says Island of Misfit Wrestlers, where Kurt, Rainma, and Lalandra keep you informed of all the hot topics on SL Wrestling. For more information, please contact Kurt Bombastic, Rainma Yashiro, or Lalandra Lancaster. Honey Blunt's Designs, for all those hippie-trippy moments in and out of the ring. Also, specialized gear to make sure you look great inside that ring at most of your favorite wrestling federations and Next Gen Central. Please contact Honey Blunt's resident for more information. Abysmal Nico Designs. Ladies, are you looking for some awesome mesh that you don't need to shrink your boobs for? Check out the sexy designs at Abysmal Nico Designs. On the career sim, contact Lalandra Lancaster for more information. Also, HAWX t-shirts are for sale. Men's, women's, jackets, t-shirts, hoodies, brought to you by Honey Blunt's Designs and Abysmal Nico Designs. Check out the entrance shops to show your support for HAWX. Also, like our Facebook page. Check out all the information happening here at the Hellcats Arena there. Also, ask management for a HAWX fan tag. And remember, HAWX is like PBS. It's put on by generous donations from fans like you. So please drop a donation in the tip thermometer located on the wall to my right. And if you'd like to sponsor HAWX, click on one of the ad boards on the wall or contact Honey Blunt's resident for more details. Wow, that's a mouthful. All right. I'm guessing this is going to be main event style. Am I right? All right. So allow me to get in the ring, because we're gonna need that. I'm gonna need to get in the ring. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I got before I actually announce this. Right now, I just got word. Honey has received. It's an update on Honey Blunts. Honey received 3 broken ribs, and has suffered some minor internal injuries, but she's doing okay. Though she's projected to be out at least several weeks before she can return. So just wanted to kind of put that out there. Anyway, you folks ready for the main event? It's kind of what I thought. The current contest is for the Hellcats Championship. And well, I guess stipulations will be on the champion. But first, introductions. Hailing from Wonderland, standing at 6'2", weighing 180 pounds, Siba the Mad Hatter! And her opponent, escaping from a pound in Mexico, standing at 5'11", weighing in at 130 pounds, the Hellcats champion, Wakata. Welcome! Now, as the rules for the Hellcats champion actually declares, the champion will now set the stipulations for the match.
I decided there's going to be no stipulation today, and it's just going to be a straight match.
Well, straight match it is.
Good luck, Siba.
And just a kind of give you an update, this is not Steva is not turning in her tiara. This is actually a legitimate title shot. So she still has that claim on any title whatsoever. This is just a little, like I said, a legitimate championship shot. As right now, Siba asks her famous question: why is a raven like a writing desk? Well, that is true. He did write on both of them. Has both these women lock up. And Siba with that lockup shove, definitely showing her strength. I mean, she does have a height advantage and weight advantage. But we got Gata here with the quickness, though, putting Siba in a wrist lock and continuing it around to a hammer lock. And a nice hip toss by Siba getting out of that hammer lock. Siba doing a couple outlaw stomps on the Gata. Trying to stomp. I think that's a smart move there by Siba, keeping the cat grounded. And Siba back on the offensive, picking up Gata. And throwing Gata into the ropes. And she does a springboard corkscrew crossbody onto Siba, just dropping her to the mat. That's the thing that you gotta watch out for Gata. Gata is literally can do any type of high flying move anywhere. She is a luchador, for Christ's sake. And she runs back and does a leg drop on no. She ended up missing as Siba rolled out of the way. That seemed to hurt Gata. Just doing that leg drop, just dropping that far, can really injure you, especially if landed wrong. But Siba's not waiting for her to get up, waiting for her to find out. She's punching away at Gata with a nice kick to the gut. Oh, this is why Siba's proving why she's wearing that tiara, why she is what I call the prom queen. And performs a nice gut buster there on Gata. And Siba starting to really capitalize, but the thing is throwing Gata in the corner, but Siba's got to realize too that the smaller they are, the quicker they recover. She came charging in like a raging bull. Oh, and she's setting her into the corner and then doing those knee strikes. And right now, Justine's right on top of it, trying to telling them to get out of the corner. She's at 2. Oh, and Siba is doing a foot choke there in the corner. Out the 4, and basically Siba backs out of the corner as Justine's getting in between them. She's arguing with the ref as Gata does a flying bulldog. Catches Siba from behind. And she does a high-risk maneuver, but Siba rolls out of the way. Sheba picks her up. It does a cutter. And then HAWX and even with that mask, that actually can make it worse. She does a cutter bulldog. As Sheba goes for the pin, 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Because right now Sheba's back on the attack. HAWX with that Insaguri dropping Gata there with her own little. Now that move right there, the Insaguri, is used by a lot of high flyers. And somebody Sheba's size is, I mean, for a woman, she's tall. She goes for a pin though. 1, 2. And it's rather impressive, though, to see somebody Sheba's size actually use it. As Sheba's telling her to count faster, telling Justine, it's like, okay. And she performs a moonsault onto and no, I said faster. Boy. Anyway, she does that moonsault from the top rope. And she does a whisper in the wind. And nailing Sheba with it. That's definitely catching Sheba off guard, but that is basically Gata's forte. Oh, and a drop kick from behind as Sheba got up wobbly. Picking up Sheba again, got it back on the attack. We don't know what she's going to do, but basically Sheba just shoves her down out of the way with that sudden burst. It just basically knocked her about 3 feet away from her, and she starts stomping on her again. And Siba once again back on the attack. Throwing Gata up against the ropes. And an enziguri by Gata. And it looks like Siba's getting up. Getting up a little wobbly. And a Hurricanrana by Gata as Siba got up. Gata just stomping there on Siba. I swear I didn't mean to screw up her name. Oh. Anyway. As Gata throws her against the rope, she comes running back at her, at Siba. And a Dragon DDT, and dropping Siba to the ground. I mean, she hit her with so much force that it literally knocked her back on her back. As right now we've got Gata up at the top rope. In the high rank district, I should say. As she hits the sweet tooth. Oh, Siba's getting up. Looks like she's crawling to the ropes. Oh, here comes Gata. And hitting her with how sweet it is. This should be over. One, two, and three. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and still Hellcats champion, Legata Loca. I will say this, Siba actually took it to Gata, but Gata's speed and basically her speed and her experience with tough opponents, and let alone her luck streak, just came out on top at the end. I was telling people to give it up. Give up for your Hellcats champion. All right, folks, that was our main event. So that means it's time for us to bid a farewell. But be here Sunday at 2 p.m. SLT for scoring, and here every Thursday at 6 p.m. SLT for Indulgence. Other than that, folks, I'm going to leave you with a bond farewell. I've been Natas, the voice of Detroit, Natas Grimmore, and I love you, folks. The fans are great, but I'll catch you guys next week, or even Sunday. Who knows? I'll see you guys sometime. Later.
This video was filmed on location by Zarrakan Productions. Zarrakan Productions is an umbrella group for many YouTube shows and businesses both inside and outside of Second Life. Please go to Zarrakan.com for a complete listing of shows and businesses associated with Zarrakan Productions and their own media links. Zarrakan Productions shows have been organized alphabetically in playlists in a year, month, day format for easier video navigation. Multiple part videos have been named accordingly, starting with part 1, and the last video of a multiple part video series will have end as a part of its title. Please like, comment, and share this video as it helps both Zarrakan Productions and the creators of this video's content. Also, be sure to check the playlists for past episodes of show content and subscribe to this channel for future videos. Thank you for watching, and happy wandering. Hello, my name is Zarrakan. Hello, my name is Zarrakan, and I'm the founder of Zarrakan Productions in Second Life. Over the years my company has had the great joy of filming many shows such as Wandering with Zarrakan, WWZY, Zarrakan's Opinion Corner, Zoc, Can I Shoot This, Sist, Adeline's Kitchen, Tony Blaze, and many more. But some of our proudest work has been our ongoing documentation of some of the wonderful entertainment that can be found in Second Life. But there is a problem. For every show that we have been able to capture for posterity, there are at least 10 or more shows that go undocumented and vanish into the obscurity of fading memory, never to be seen again. This is a tragedy, but not altogether surprising. Filming in Second Life requires having both a computer capable of such filming and having the time to stay for the entire length of shows. Both of these factors are rarely exhibited in one individual, and thus the supply of Second Life filmographers has been severely limited. We now have the power to change that. I have been in contact with well-known Second Life scripter Shan Bright about the creation of a remote camera operator HUD, RCOH, which would allow distant control of an avatar's viewpoint, the receiver, by a series of other avatars, the transmitters. This will allow residents to combine their hardware and time resources, such that no one person needs to meet all the requirements of filming, and thus dramatically increase the number of available filmographers. We will never have to lose another show to time ever again. The exact details of the remote camera operator HUD have already been quantified with Shan Bright, and are listed at Zarrakan.com. Once the remote camera operator HUD is finished, per my agreement with Shan Bright, the remote camera operator HUD will be made available for free to everyone who joins the Zarrakan Productions group. Please donate, and make the remote camera operator HUD a reality for Second Life filmographers everywhere. Thank you for your time, and happy wandering.